This video or podcast is sponsored by Amazon Music. Thousands of podcasts and shows are made every day, from the conversations of Joe Rogan to the crimes of Morbid, and music by 50 Cent and Sabrina Carpenter. Amazon Music has the right taste in music, podcasts, and shows for you. With a growing audience of 52.5 million people using Amazon Music every day, you can help in a contributing way to benefit this new version of what was once called radio. With thousands of music and podcasts to listen to, you can listen to our podcast too, keeping things in the middle. And with you signing up, listening to one of our episodes on your app or on your computer, you can help my podcast grow to become an ever-expanding podcast group and become a new member of our listening on Amazon Music. Please use our offer down in the description below, and it would help me a lot because it would help me earn a little bit of money. Amazon Music, the site where you need to go to listen to podcasts, stories, and music that may have you bopping the whole night through. Now, let's get to the show.
Indianapolis, stand up! Ha! Go blue! Ha! Go blue! Come on! Go blue! Stand up! 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 Go blue! Come on! Colts Super Bowlers, Dome Rock and Roller, go blue! Stand up! Get your hands in the sky! O to the D-line, come on, get behind the home team! Somebody scream! Go blue! Come catch the feeling, reach for the ceiling, cause we getting that banner and we'll hang it up high. Scream for the home team, new rings and trophies. Go blue, go Colts, go blue, go Colts. You wanna rock, you wanna roll, we gonna win it. The Super Bowl, let's go. You wanna rock, you wanna roll, we gonna take it. Let's go.
All right, everyone. I think I can officially call this game. There's 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. Anthony Richardson's out on the field. He's not only getting the snaps and the honors of doing the snaps, but he's also here to try and lead the Colts to another. Actually, Daniel Jones has been leading the Colts the whole time. It hasn't been him, and thank God it wasn't Anthony Richardson, because this is like almost bringing in your second string quarterback coming into a game for a college football team, and you always wonder how that guy is going to do. I think he might get a touchdown on this drive. It's 4th and 1 with 2 minutes, 22 seconds left, and Richardson's going to do the push, and he's going to get the first down, and the clock's still ticking. 2:16, 2:15, 2:14, 2:13, 2:12, 2:11, and it just will roll into the 2-minute warning. What I can say is that was another impressive performance by an Indiana team. I'm already still in a daze with what happened last night with the Hoosiers beating the Illinois Fighting Illini by 53 points. Today, the Colts are about to beat the Tennessee Titans by over 20 points. Again. The third time, the second time that's happened this year. Like I said, we're not playing like the old Colts right now. We're playing like a Super Bowl caliber team, a team that is willing and able to go to the playoffs and do extremely well in week 3. I said it last week. Week 2 was one of the more tighter professional performances that I've ever seen this Colts team have in about 10 years. We're going to go on the best start in the history of the Colts in over 10 years, which is just, 10 years, 15 years, which is just impressive. I don't even know what to say right now, except Daniel Jones is a rocket. Jonathan Taylor had a great game today, too. And Michael Pittman, along with that defensive front, completely swallowed up the Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward. It was just a performance for the ages. And you would honestly say this Colts team is ready. They are ready for any type of competition now. And I never thought I would be able to say that. They play the Rams next week. And so that is a team that right now, as we're speaking of the next matchup, is actually beating the Philadelphia Eagles right now at Lincoln Financial Stadium. And many people would be wondering, oh, is this going to be where the Colts story is going to turn? Well, it's going to be in LA. Actually, no, they're not. I just checked the score. The Eagles are leading the Rams by 1, but they're trying to keep it very competitive as Matthew Stafford still has the ball at the 25-yard line, snaps it off, looks back, throws it incomplete with 1 minute, 41 seconds left to go in that game. Of course, tonight you have the Chiefs and Giants on Sunday Night Football, and the other matchup that also intrigues me is Cowboys-Bears. I think the Cowboys will get that done. The Bears don't look very promising like they do most every year that I watch the Chicago Bears. But now we are over the 2-minute warning in the Colts game. Anthony Richardson just took a knee. The score's 41-20. Now look at this. In the history of playoff percentages, if you have a 3-0 record, you're 75.3% more likely since 1990 to go to the playoffs and maybe win the Super Bowl. But man, even one sign says Indiana Jones in the quest for a winning season. That's literally what the message is. A winning season by this team could not only have been possible if it wasn't for the man upstairs and his fellow friends, including Jim Irsay. My goodness, we are about to beat the Tennessee Titans and go 3-0 for the first time since 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful weekend of sports all throughout the state of Indiana. A wonderful week. The Indiana Fever, they're just doing great. They were leading by 3 a while ago over the Las Vegas Aces. Clock still ticks at 35, 34, 33, 32 seconds. It's game over. The teams are leaving their sidelines. And Colts Nation, let's go! 3-0! Can you believe this? I never would have told you back last season. I would have said, yep, this season's going to be the worst season of them all. This has been the best start I've seen this Colts team have in a long time. This has been just incredible. Final score, 41-20 at Tennessee in Nashville. What a win. What a win by Colts Nation. What a win by the bleed, because we bled bloody blue and we bleed bloody blue all day through our lives. Man, that was incredible. I'm sorry, but that was just incredible. And I can't stress it enough. This Colts team, for sure, is bound and ready to go all the way to the promised land in week 3. And I can't stress it enough. This has just been absolutely wonderful to watch. And so far, like I said, if you could hear that I have a little bit of joy in my voice, I'm pretty exhausted from last night's Hoosiers and Illinois game. I mean, you would quite honestly think that that game was nothing more than just another cupcake matchup. But my goodness, just a wonderful time to be living in the state of Indiana. And if you live in Indiana and you're an Indiana sports fan, stand up. Your time is here now. The Pacers made it to the NBA Finals. The Hoosiers have one of the best football teams in the country. The Notre Dame's doing okay. And Purdue basketball's doing well. The Indiana Fever are in the WNBA playoffs, the semifinals, about to head to the finals. And only God knows what would happen with that team. No Caitlin Clark, no Sophie Cunningham. And they just fulfilled the promise and the dream of the beginning of the season to win a championship with a roster that's not loaded but depleted. And you can also say that through all this, these girls are not only doing as well as the Colts are doing right now, they're really uniting the entire Hoosier community. And so are the Indianapolis Colts. This has been one of the best time periods to ever live in this state. And I can't stress it enough. There will be more good, neat things to come for not just Indianapolis, but throughout the state of Indiana. Because we can't just think of this as just an Indianapolis thing. It's got to be more. It's a movement. It's a pride thing. To live in Indiana and know your teams are doing so well, that you are cheering for them every single day. And that is just awesome. Daniel Jones today was 18 of 25, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. And Cam Ward was 23 of 38 for 219 yards. A little bit less compared to Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And oh my goodness, the Browns just hit a field goal. I just looked over to my right, and they just kicked the field goal in, and they just beat the Green Bay Packers. Unbelievable. Jonathan Taylor had 102 yards, 17 carries for 3 touchdowns. And Michael Pittman Jr. These were some of the big 3 stars of the game, as they call it in a professional sense. In hockey, Michael Pittman had 73 yards, 6 receptions for 1 touchdown. He was the only wide receiver to actually have a touchdown. Sorry, I was watching the Browns game. Had a touchdown today in the receiving end. Alec Pierce, who was out with an injury earlier in the game, caught for 67 yards, 4 receptions. Tyler Warren had 38 yards, one of his least professional performances today. 38 yards, 3 receptions. Josh Downs had 34 yards, 2 receptions. And Jonathan Taylor had 16 yards for 3 receptions and 1 missed pass. On defense, the most sacks given up today were actually by Tyquan Lewis, who's not only been incredible, he was great during the last game against the Broncos as well. Allowed only 2 sacks in the entire game, and Kwity Paye had 1 sack in the game today as well. And what the heck just happened in Philly? Oh my goodness. The Rams, and the defensive player got it. Number 90, the big man runs it in for a touchdown. Oh my goodness. The Eagles just beat the Rams in the most improbable way possible. I've been looking to my right and seeing all these games that are going on. What a finish in Cleveland. Field goal kicker kicked the field goal. And Davis for the Eagles blocked a kick, returned it all the way for the score, and an incredible victory over the LA Rams, who they played last season in the NFC divisional round. And you can see everyone there, including Jalen Hurts, is just really happy. Just ecstatic. And the Rams are lost. Without words. They don't know what to say right now. Final score in that one's 33-26. Yeah, back to the Colts game real quick. Daniel Jones, like I mentioned, was 18 of 25 for 228 yards and 1 touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, in terms of the rushing gain, had 102 yards for 17 carries and 3 touchdowns. He scored the most touchdowns in this game today, more than any other player. Daniel Jones had 27 yards for 4 carries and no touchdowns. Tyler Goodson had 6 yards, 2 carries, and no touchdowns. And DJ Giddens had 3 yards and 1 carry. And so, like I mentioned, the whole team was just complete all day long. 41-20, though. I mean, I was saying this last night about the Indiana-Illinois game. There's no way that Indiana puts up 63 points on the Illinois Fighting Illini. There's no way, absolutely no way, they put that much points on Illinois. And I'll say this. I will say at the end, the Titans tried to create some magic, but it didn't work. The 3 touchdowns today were from Cameron Ward, who was 23 of 38 for 219 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. He threw for that. Tony Pollard had 1 touchdown today for the Titans, 45 yards, 16 carries, 1 touchdown. And Elik Ayanamore had 1 touchdown for 38 yards, 4 carries. And not much defensively for the Titans today. They struggled. There was one point in the game where Daniel Jones did such an incredible job at trying to get out of this 4th down play. And he scrambled, and they were trying to sack him before halftime. And I just thought a normal quarterback in Indianapolis would get sacked. But he decided not to take the sack, and he decided to keep going and going and going and going and going. And he had open space in the backfield. So he just ran and ran for a 1st down. I think that was one of the most prized possessions of that game. Because if you saw pride, yes, I said pride, not prized possessions, pride possession in the game, which is just meaning, in lack of a better word, that we're filled with a lot of pride seeing that play transpire. And look at that, another kick is blocked. And this time, it's by the Buccaneers. Can you believe this? 2-2. Oh my goodness. The Jets just turned on the Jets and scored a game-changing touchdown against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's crazy. 1 minute, 49 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. That's incredible. Just 2. We just saw 2 today. Jets had 1 and the Eagles had 1. 1 was a game winner and 1 wasn't. What a crazy. This is when things get crazy in the NFL. Things just get crazy. Season's really beginning. It's the end of summer. Fall's almost here. And there's some late summer magic in the dog days of summer. My goodness, what an incredible, incredible deal for the Colts, for the Jets, and for everybody that played in a complete and dominating game today. This was awesome. And I just felt like I was going to say with Daniel Jones, he really had a lot of pride. It's a prized possession for us to have that kind of a player who can not only scramble but also pass very effectively. And for the first time in 20 years, I could say it, our O-line is actually protecting our quarterback. I never thought I'd say that in the last 20 years. We waited 20 years for this, and we finally got it. 1 Super Bowl later, and we still could not figure it out until this year. And I love the fact that the Irsay daughter is on the sideline helping the team through the earpiece, taking notes down and figuring out, oh, what do we need to fix here? What do we need to fix here? If she does that long term, this team might end up being good years down the line. She's so effective because if Jim Irsay would have done this, I give him a little bit of slack because he was sick, he was ill, he couldn't do much if he was already having OD issues, drug issues, and drinking issues. I'm not going to hold that against him. I really regret what I did last year, when I kept saying that the Colts were terrible and this and that. I didn't know he was sick. I think and I kept saying it for decades, he is one reason as to why the Colts began to suffer a lot. And I think once he was gone from the team, it seemed like I knew the daughters would step up. I thought they would do a much horrible job than that and we'd get a new owner in a few years. But they're proving to me that they can really go out there, perform at their best, and really do the best of their job, do the best of their ability. It's incredible. And I would say how she's taking notes is so methodical. She wants this team to do good. She doesn't need them to do good. She wants them to do good. And we'll have to make them do good and really perform at their absolute best. It's a treasure watching the Colts this year, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And as an Indiana fan, living in Indiana all my life, this has been one of the most incredible times, 2024 and 2025, to watch sports in Indiana. And I'm going to give you guys a big up there. Are you ready for this? The Indiana Fever are leading by 10 against the Las Vegas Aces in Vegas. 49-39 is the score in the third quarter. 8 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say right now. Except, this is awesome. It's refreshing. They're out so many players. They're out a lot of key starters. And they're playing with an edge that should have been seen for most of the season. And I clearly thought they would lose this week. And I think they still will. But as an Indiana fan, I can't say that. I've seen enough droughts, ups and downs. And if we don't win it all, and we make it farther than where we're expected, that's a win in my book. That's a major win. And I think Vegas is out a lot of starters too. So, which is incredible to see so much on both sides. Lost a lot of players, but they're still coached by Kelsey Plum, Kelsey Plum, who was actually Kelsey Plum's on the team, I think. I'm not really for sure. But, hey, go Colts, go Fever, and go Hoosiers, go Pacers. NBA season starts soon. We're excited for what we can see, but I can tell you right now, if they pulled something like this off in this year's NBA playoffs, my jaw will drop to the floor. These Indiana teams have some kind of tenacity, some kind of motivation to win. And we love it. Especially Signetti last night. That was probably the most impressive, besides the Pacers and their playoff run this summer. So, again, we want to thank you for listening to the Bleed Bloody Blue podcast. We're live every Sunday talking about post-game highlights from the Indianapolis Colts games instantly after they happen. The Colts win today, and not only do we win today, we go 3-0 for the first time in over 15 years. And we want to thank you all for listening every single week to the show, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Substack, whether it's on Spotify. We thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day. Go Colts, go Hoosiers, go Pacers, and go Fever. But most importantly, bleed bloody blue. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see y'all next week when we play the Rams. Have a good day, everyone.